Hi, welcome back to Oops with C++ session 11. In previous session, we have discussed about how to access namespace contents using declarative method. Okay, and today's session we'll see how to access the namespace contents by using directive method. Okay, so here the syntax of this using directive method is using keyword, provide namespace keyword and namespace name. Okay, using namespace and the namespace name which you want to which we are trying to access the namespace contents. Okay, so this method is useful when we are accessing entire or most of the namespace contents for many times. So for example, you have one namespace and you have lot of data members and function members inside that, and you want to use all those data members and function members, or most of the data members or function members for many times. You want to use maybe for 50 times, 100 times, or 1000 times you want to reuse that one. So during that time this particular directive method is advised. Okay, so now let's see one program. Okay, so I have hash include iostream. If you observe here, after this I have started using namespace std. So it is directive method. What I'm saying to the compiler is I am including iostream, use the namespace std. This std is the predefined or already inbuilt namespace which is present in almost all the header files of the C++. Okay, so and we are going to access the namespace contents of that. So what you can do is either you can use directive method like this, or you can say std scope cout or std scope endl like this by using scope resolution operator. Because the cout endl both are present inside namespace std. Okay, now observe this program. In this program, I have one namespace 1 and namespace 1 and namespace 2. In namespace 1, I have one int data equals to 1000, and void fun1, one function definition 1, and namespace 2, I have a data variable called int data equals to 2000 and another function fun2 and 2. And also I have one global variable int data equals to 10. So now in main, if you have observed, I am printing one global data cout, global data. So when I write like this, what compiler will do is first it will check whether any local variable is present inside the main function. If it is any local variable is present, then always the priority will be given to the local variable. So the local variable contents will be printed here. But since I don't have any statement before to this, any local variable is not declared here. So now I have an access to data. So the global data will be printed here. But even though this int data equals to 1000, int data equals to 2000, both are in the global scope. Since we don't have access permission to this, we are not getting the access to this. The compiler won't be having the visibility to these two. Okay, it is having visibility to only the unnamed namespace are in the global scope data. Okay, so it will print data 10. So after this line, what I'm doing is using namespace 1. So now here I am trying to access namespace 1 directive method I am using. Now in this session, what will happen is after this line, what will happen is now the compiler is having visibility of both this global data, that is unnamed namespace content, and also it is having visibility to the namespace 1 content, that is int data equals to 1000. Now which one it will print, whether it will print global data or whether it will print namespace 1 data, or we will get any error. So if you want to print a function after including directive method, you use fun1 like this and return 0. Okay, let's see programmatically how it is working. Okay, so this is our program hash include iostream using namespace std and namespace 1. So here I have int data equals to 1000, and there is a function called void fun, and here we have a definition called 1, and also I have namespace 2, and also here I have int data equals to 2000 and one global function I have kept. Okay, so now there is one global data also int data equals to 10. Okay, so now here I am printing cout global data. Okay, so rest of the code I have commented. Let's see what will happen, what it will print. Okay, cout global data. Since there is no local data present here, the compiler will print this global data value, that is unnamed namespace data value, that is 10 it will print. Okay, just compile it and check. I'm compiling it. Okay, dot slash a dot out. Okay, now it is printing a dot out. Okay, now open this directive method again. So now what I will do is I am going to uncomment this one using namespace one. Now cout. Okay, so now see the function also I am calling. Let's see what will happen. See, data ambiguous. Okay, and also you have a function ambiguous. Okay, so both are in the ambiguity. So why both are having ambiguity? Because when I say using namespace one here, now compiler is having visibility to both this global data as well as namespace data. So after using this line, if you want to access this data, you have to just give like this only, cout namespace one data only. Okay, you are not supposed to give we are not giving any scope resolution. Okay, if you directly, you can directly give like this without using namespace or scope resolution operator. Okay, so now in this case, the compiler will get confused whether to take the fetch the data value from namespace one or from global scope. Or now because both the values are having the both the data members are having equal priority. This is unnamed namespace and this is named namespace. Both are having equal priority. So that is the reason ambiguity we are getting. So in the same way, function also we have a function which is present inside the namespace one, and also we have a function which is present in outside the namespace also. Okay, so while accessing this also, when I say fun, which one to take? Because for this function definition, the compiler is having visibility to namespace function as well as global function, which one to call. Again we will get the error. So now what we'll do is we will comment this one and see whether our code is working or not. Using directive method, still one scope. Oh, sorry, I have to comment the first line because here there is no local data is there, no global data is there. So we are getting error here. We have to comment this one also. Okay, now let's compile. Done. Compilation is successfully done. Okay, now you can see namespace one data 1001. Okay, so what is the limitation here? One of the limitation is when the data global content as well as namespace contents both are sharing the same name, then using directive method leads to ambiguity. Okay, so same thing for this one also. When you say using namespace one you have, so what I will do is I will use using namespace two. I'm using like this. Now also what will happen? So same thing again here, global you have commented, but here what will happen? Sorry. So what will happen again here? You are having the visibility, compiler is having the visibility of namespace 1 and namespace 2. Again, it will get a confusion that whether to take data from namespace 1 or namespace 2. Again, the ambiguity will come. Just see now once again. So again, ambiguity, ambiguous error because of these two things. Okay, now let's clear this. Okay, open this. If you want to access only this one namespace 2, then what you can do is You can provide a comment here. So now it is got compiled. Now namespace 2 contents we are getting. Okay. So here again one more limitation. So when two namespace contents, that is namespace 1 and namespace 2, when two namespace contents are sharing the same name, then using directive method leads to ambiguity. So this is the limitation. Now we will do one more thing. So just have one local variable here into data. Okay, cout local data. Now let's see whether it will throw any error or it will print uh, namespace to content here. Okay, just compile first. Let's see whether it is working or not. Okay, it's working well and good. Edit out. See local data 1234, namespace 2 data 1234. But what is the namespace 2 data? Namespace 2 data is 2000, but it is not printing 2000 here. What it is printing? It is printing local value. So because whenever you are using directive method, always if the namespace content name and local variable name both are sharing the same name, then always the priority will be given to the local variable, not to the global variable. Okay, this point also we have to remember. Okay, so now back. Okay, so we have to remember few points that avoid using directive method when we have the global, that is unnamed namespace contents, and namespace contents are sharing the same name, which leads to conflict in accessing the contents, that causes to ambiguity error. Same way, when you avoid using directive method when more than one namespace contents are sharing the same names, which again leads to confliction in accessing the contents. That is, namespace 1 also you have int data, namespace 2 also you have int data. When you are using namespace 1, using namespace 2, then again compiler will get confused which one to take, whether to take namespace 1 content or namespace 2 content. So here what we have to do is, based on our requirement in the project or in the code, you have to decide we have to decide which method is suitable, whether scope resolution or using declarative or using directive method. We have to take a decision wisely on this. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.